up, all my fight fans? So, we got ourselves Scott Coker, who is talking to Nate Diaz about potentially joining Bellator. Do I see it happening, guys? Not really. Not really. Honestly, I don't really necessarily see it happening, only because I don't see very many superstars in Bellator. Now, no disrespect to them, no disrespect, but it's not that saying they don't have big stars in Bellator, but I just don't see a superstar that Nate Diaz is willing to fight. You know, someone that gives them that motivation, like, yeah, I want to train for that guy and I want to go beat that guy. I don't see that in Bellator. The only person I could legit see Nate Diaz wanting to go against, well, actually two, would be a possible rematch with Benson Henderson. If you guys remember, way back in the day, probably like I want to say about 10 years ago, you got Benson Henderson, who was a lightweight champion, and he challenged, or he didn't challenge, Nate Diaz challenged him. And it was pretty much a one-sided decision. Benson Henderson pretty much just grappled Nate Diaz the entire time, and it was not even a close fight. I could see a potential rematch there. Maybe more if Benson becomes champion. If he becomes lightweight champion, I could kind of see it a little bit more. Now, the other one I could see would be MVP, Michael Venom Page, who is probably a big star in Bellator. He's not a big superstar, but he is relatively a big star within the Bellator fight community. So I could see that. Now, as far as Scott Coker signing Diaz, I cannot see Diaz signing a contract for longevity. I cannot see him fighting like a 3-fight, 5-fight deal, whatever you guys want to call it. I do not see that. I can possibly see him facing maybe a 1, possibly a 2-fight deal. Maybe. That's a big maybe right there. Because again, everything that Diaz has been battling for, it's been battling to be free in order to do what he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. He doesn't want to be tied down. He doesn't want to be where you're not allowed to go here, you're not allowed to do this. Even though I strongly feel Scott Coker would allow him to do more. Because I don't think Scott Coker is like Dana White. I don't think he would like keep Diaz like, no, you're not allowed to do this or this or this. You could only do this. I do feel Scott Coker is a little more allows his fighters to do, gives them more free will. I could see him saying, hey, you sign with me, I'll allow you to go fight Jake Paul in boxing. Go ahead. Do it. Do the thing. I could see that. And I could see that being maybe a little bit of an eye raiser for Diaz. Being able to be like, hey, you know what? If this guy's going to let me do this and this and this, why not? So I could see that being a potential reason why he would sign with Bellator. But overall, I don't see it being longevity. I still don't. Because once again, I don't see anybody there that gets Diaz's attention. And because, again, he's always wanted to be free. He's always wanted that chance to just do whatever he wants to do. So, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you think it's a good idea for Diaz to sign with Bellator, or is it a bad idea? I would definitely like to know what you guys think in the comments. Please, again, guys, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.